I don't know if I'm the one you want.
The Galaxy S25 Ultra is arguably one of the best smartphones out right now. But how does it handle a full day of real-world usage? Well, let's find out.
This feeling that you might like me too. And just maybe I could.
In my opinion, Samsung have made One UI look way more beautiful with One UI 7. Samsung has this mode called Now Brief, which displays on your lock screen, and it displays for morning, afternoon, as well as evening, and basically uses AI to summarize all of the helpful information, all of your calendar entries, basically everything you'd want to know in one place. But honestly, from my opinion, it kind of just shows the weather and irrelevant news. The first thing I do most mornings is open up my social media, check my messaging applications, and reply to any messages I missed while asleep. I'm a YouTube Studio addict, like I genuinely hop in here every couple minutes throughout the day just to check up on comments as well as my stats on videos, because you never know, sometimes YouTube videos can just blow up, and so I just like to keep an eye on it. This phone still only has IP68 water resistance, so you can't bring it quite as deep as IP69 rated devices. Oh, and by the way, I don't actually use the phone in the shower. I swear somehow my room always becomes the biggest mess whenever I wake up in the morning. Things just end up kind of scattered throughout the room. So first thing I like to do is tidy up, fold my clothes, make my bed, and just get everything looking tidy because I film a lot in here, and so I want it to look presentable.
So, for those who don't know, I'm in Toronto, in Canada, originally from the UK, and last night was pretty much a snow blizzard. Like, I was down in Mississauga, I was at a Samsung event, just playing around with the S25 Ultra, taking some photos, watching some snowboarders. So today, getting around is gonna be pretty crazy. I see people right now just clearing the sidewalk. So I guess my route to get downtown is gonna be determined by the sidewalks that are cleared. So right now, my friends just invited me to a photo walk today. This would be awesome, perfect for the video, because I can go out and test the camera 3 till 5 p.m. at Toronto University. Sweet. Add this to my calendar.
Sure, adding this event to your calendar.
That is so much more useful in Apple Intelligence.
So I don't always make breakfast when I wake up in the morning. It depends how busy I am. Sometimes I just skip it and have lunch. Sometimes I even skip lunch and have dinner, which I know isn't good. Considering today's a Sunday, I thought, why not? Like, it is kind of like more of a chill day. I don't have a tremendous amount going on, but I have some stuff to catch up on. So I thought, yeah, let's just start off with some food. This is just a quick photo I snapped straight out the camera on the S25 Ultra. Colors look great, as well as the sharpness, and I did take some photos out my window as well. This is just showing you the 100 times zoom. Honestly, it looks a little bit artificial. There's definitely a lot of AI enhancement going on. I'm a really big fan of the front-facing camera. It looks really natural, and I really like how wide it is. You can get a lot in frame, and overall the colors and everything look great. Really no complaints about the front camera. Personally, I'm not really a fan of the Samsung keyboard, so I did swap it out for Gboard. It just feels a lot better to me. Something I really like about the new One UI is notifications are now separate from your quick settings. So it has a more control center like approach like on the iPhone. So when you swipe from the right side of the screen, you get all of your settings in one place, and it even visually looks kind of similar, but you can actually toggle that back in the settings if you want. I did have a call with a client, so I went ahead and recorded it using the new call recording feature, and then I had it transcribe into my notes so that I can refer back to it later, and it worked surprisingly well. It even separated the different speakers. I imported some of my files from my camera, as well as transferred some files from my phone, just so I can start editing this video, as well as checking my emails and scripting. So I'm kind of like a multitasker. I tend to do multiple things at the same time.
So right now it is 12:54, basically 1 p.m. and I've got 61% battery. That's actually pretty decent. I've had my brightness maxed out. I've been scrolling quite a lot. It's like a Sunday, so I'm on my phone a lot and just chilling, honestly. But I am actually trying to get some videos out. I've got a couple videos in the works,
One of them I'm hoping to get out today before I go to my photo walk. And then the Super Bowl is on. It'll be my first time ever watching the Super Bowl, but I just really want to do it. I really want to watch it because I feel like it's just some sort of cultural thing here in North America, and I just want to like take part in it and eat some good food and just like chill out. So yeah, that's gonna be super fun. I'm gonna go with my roommate Tyler, and yeah, got a few hours to go, so hopefully I can get all those videos together and upload them.
A really nice new feature is on the lock screen. At the bottom, you now have the Now bar. So any ongoing tasks like timers, or if you're getting like an Uber, anything time relevant to now will display at the bottom. And you can quickly swipe between your tasks, as well as pause and play, and you can even expand the bubble to get more options. One problem for me using Android is I have a Mac, so if you download this application called Neardrop, it allows you to use the quick share menu to natively send files between Mac and the Samsung, which is pretty awesome.
And I'm all alone. I head for the highway.
Honestly, I decided not to bring my camera with me because I thought like S25 Ultra is pretty damn good. It can handle everything. So I thought let's do a thorough camera test on my walk. So all this footage is recorded in 4K 30 in log and color graded. I think it came out pretty good. In terms of photos, I did go ahead and turn down the enhancement just because I prefer that more natural look, but still dynamic range is great. The sharpness was good. I actually preferred it turned down because there was like less over sharpening. But yeah, even with the zoom, it looked a little bit less sharp, which I like. And yeah, all the colors, everything came out really good. Like it still has that Samsung processing with the Samsung colors, but sometimes it can just look a little bit harsh when you have it maxed out on the full enhancement mode. Today's video is kindly sponsored by Redroad. So they kindly sent me out their W13 cordless all-in-one multi-surface vacuum cleaner, but this also washes your floor at the same time. In the box you get a tray with some accessories, you get the handle as well as the vacuum cleaner itself. So the handle simply clips into the top of the vacuum cleaner, so pretty straightforward, and this is a very compact device but feels very sturdy and very solid. Included in the box is a charging dock, so you simply place the vacuum cleaner on here whenever you're done and it's going to begin charging. You have a really nice display on the top of the vacuum cleaner, and on this display you can view all the settings, the current mode you're in, as well as the battery life. Considering this is a mop and a vacuum cleaner, this container right here has two compartments. It houses all of the crumbs as well as the dirty water. Included is an instruction manual as well as an extra rotating brush. You also have some accessory holders, which are trays that just clip on the side of the charging base. You also get included a spare filter, as well as a cleaning brush and a water jug to top up the vacuum cleaner. Overall, this price is in at $399 Canadian, but on Amazon right now there is a coupon so you can get $129 off. But my favorite part about the vacuum cleaner is it doesn't take up a lot of space considering how powerful it is and how many features it has. You have a smart cleaning mode which uses the mop and vacuum functions, so it wets and dries your floor. You also have a powerful cleaning mode which is extra suction. Or if you don't want to wet your floor, you can use the standard vacuum cleaning mode. And it also has self-cleaning, so it will automatically clean and dry the brush after each use. The vacuum cleaner has extended runtime, which allows for up to 45 minutes of continuous cleaning on a single charge. When using the mop function, it has streak-free drying and also has heated air drying technology, so it will actually dry as well as mopping and sucking up all the dirty water at the same time. If this is something you want to pick up, definitely do use the link down below, and thank you to Redroad for sponsoring today's video. So right now it is 4:27, I've got 24%, and I'm just going to this cafe to collect some pastries. I got them really cheap on this app called Too Good To Go, so it was genuinely like $5 to get a whole bag of just random stuff that they were potentially going to throw out. But yeah, this place genuinely looked like a house, very Christmassy vibes. I got like a couple muffins, a breakfast sandwich, as well as a pastry. Samsung upgraded the ultra-wide camera on this phone to 50 megapixels, and I definitely feel like you can see a lot more detail. Images are just a lot sharper and more crisp, and with the Samsung processing, the colors came out really accurate. I still find when I post on social media, it does take a bit of a quality hit, and sometimes you can't resize the text like you can on iOS. Sometimes it just doesn't let you make it as small as you want it to be, but I just posted on my story anyway. So it's now 4:32, we've dropped 2% to 22%, still going pretty strong, and I feel like considering how early I woke up, this has actually lasted quite a while. This footage right here was recorded 8K30 in log, and then I just color graded it in my editor. Honestly, it's super nice to see log this year. We had it on the iPhone a while now, and it's something that I use as a creator a lot because matching my phone footage through color grading to my camera footage is super important when piecing together content. This shot here is pretty crazy because I was shooting directly into the sun, and there's not a crazy amount of artifacts like you get on some phones like the iPhone, and it handled dynamic range really well. A common trend with the Samsung images is they tend to go to the cooler side, and I prefer personally more warmth in my image, so with the iPhone I find it just naturally fits my style a little bit better, and I always find I have to tweak the Samsung images. So right now it is 5:13 p.m. I have 17% battery. I'm back at my place now, just met up in the shared workspace with my friend Lindsay. So we were just filming some audition that she wanted me to help her with. We sometimes come down here and just work together because we're both YouTubers. So if you want to check out her channel, I'll leave all the links down below. Just move it back a little more. Yeah, the lighting does suck in here though.
It's fine.
Go down auto.
Yeah, it's on auto.
So right now it is Super Bowl time. It's 5:33. We're down to 14%. I just went ahead and booked an Uber to Jack Astor's at Dundas Square. On this phone, I did have the screen resolution set to maximum, and I pretty much had the brightness maxed out all day. So I feel like the battery level isn't dropping that fast. You also have to consider, I've only been using this phone a couple weeks now, and I feel like it hasn't fully optimized and adapted to my use case. So we arrived at Jack Astor's around 6 p.m. I did bring my iPad mini with me, but honestly, this was a time for just chilling and watching the Super Bowl and ordering some good food. So after around an hour, we're down to 7%. It's 6:28, and it's the start of the Super Bowl. I downloaded a betting app and we did put some bets on who would win. We put bets that the Chiefs would win, even though we're Eagles fans, just because we kind of thought somehow the Chiefs would win again. This would be like the third time in a row if they did. At the end of the day, we got 5 hours, 45 minutes of screen on time. 12.9% of that was on Instagram. I did post a lot on my story, and I posted a reel earlier on, so that took quite a big hit. Other than that, everything was kind of just minor. I used the camera quite a lot, so for me, 5% wasn't too much, probably what I use daily.
Pretty good. I know.
But honestly, today was just a really chill day. I feel like I needed it. I just kind of chilled out, drank some beer, took some photos, and ordered some great food, and it was super fun to watch the Super Bowl. So right now it is 7:29. We are literally down to 1%, so the phone's probably going to die pretty soon. Something nice is you don't need a 5 amp cable anymore to make use of the 45 watt charging, but you do still need that Samsung brick. So after we ate and when the Super Bowl ads were on, I just nipped outside. It was pretty cold, but I just wanted to check out the Samsung advertisement that was on at Dundas Square. I also just really wanted to see it from this higher viewpoint because I've never been up here before, and it's a pretty stunning view. This footage right here was recorded in 4K 30 frames per second, and I'm transitioning between all the lenses. So we have the main standard lens, as well as the telephoto lens, and then you can obviously do some more digital zooming, and that's when you start to lose some of the quality. But honestly, considering how dark out it is, even the wide-angle camera with the new 50 megapixel sensor handled this really well, and honestly I can say it handled it better than the new wide-angle on the iPhone, which to me is actually pretty noisy. This right here is how tonight's brief looked like. So it just had some photos I took throughout the day, some locations I've been to on the maps, and then also had the Super Bowl result, which was pretty cool, I guess. I feel like it definitely could have more information than it showed me. Huge shout out to Jack Astor's for giving me this little souvenir, as well as a Super Bowl shirt. That was pretty awesome. So far, I've really enjoyed using the S25 Ultra. All around, it is an absolutely amazing smartphone, pretty much checks every box. You've got the best performance, one of the best screens on any smartphone. You also have pretty good cameras. You have, all the same Ultra features that you have from last year and the year before. Nothing much has really changed, there's nothing really jumping out at us as a new feature, but things are just overall more refined and more polished, and they did
curve off the corners. They're just trying to make the experience a little bit better and package it slightly different. But obviously, if you are coming from last year's phone, it's definitely not worth the upgrade. There's definitely just not enough different about this phone. But if you're coming from other smartphones, if you want to switch from the iPhone, or maybe you're on the S22 Ultra, then I would say it probably is worth upgrading. You're going to get better performance, you're going to get a much better display and that anti-reflective coating, which is straight up amazing. It's one of my favorite features about this phone. But do let me know in the comment section below what you think of this phone, and let me know what you're going to do. Like, are you going to upgrade to this? Are you going to switch to the iPhone? Are you going to try some of the other Android phones out there? Because there's a lot of competition right now. And at the price point of the S25 Ultra, pretty much you can get any other flagship and it's going to be cheaper. So that's pretty much it. Remember to subscribe down below. There's a lot more content on its way. I'm currently working on like dozens of videos at the same time. So stay tuned. Those will be coming really soon. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.